Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host Azriel, the Paladin of Justice. And here today I'm going to be teaching you how to really get into BBTAG. It's a fairly simple thing. You don't really need much. Preferably you would want characters that you'd want to play. For the purpose of this, I'll be using the characters that I'm most comfortable with. But first things first, let's pull up options. We're gonna go to, that's not it. That is also not it. Button settings. So for this is my button settings outline, but it could be different for you guys. I don't know exactly how you plan to play, but I found that this works best for me. You're gonna want to set your cross burst to R2. Uh, Cross burst is basically when you call in your partner, and instead of them just going straight back, you cross burst them to keep them on the field for a bit, and get them to attack on your behalf. And that's pretty much it for button settings. Now, if you really want to learn how to play the game, there's this mode called Tactics mode. It's like a missions mode. Actually, it's pretty much a missions mode. It teaches you the rules of the game. Basically, everything you need to know is right here. Uh, for practical application, there's also stuff like this. Uh, and then there are the character-specific ones. So, you're going to want to find the character that you play, and you're going to go ahead and go into their specific character thing. We have characters from every single walk of life in this game. So you should have everything that you need here. And then there are like an actual missions mode where like they tell you to do certain things and then you gotta follow through with that. As you can see, I only have one done here, but I can play most of the characters here, if that makes sense. The reason for that is that I've reset my account a couple of times, so that is why I have, everything that I would need, uh, or everything that is that I would have is gone. Is what I meant to say. Anyway, that's it for tactics mode. Uh, let's go into a training mode so that you can kind of get a feel for what the heck is going on. So just click your characters, click your song and stage, and then it loads you in. Now then, as you can see here, let me just change the settings back so that it's not, wonky like this. Alright, so then, as you can see, we have Adachi, and he faces off against Ragna. Now, the thing that you really need to know about this game is that it can be very auto combo heavy. So for example, you can just keep pressing your A button, or in this case it would be my square button, and then he'll do an auto combo. If you press the square button again at the end, you'll do I forgot what it's called, but it's like an auto combo change. That's what we're going to call it for the purpose of this video. I don't really know the actual name of it. There's also your B auto combo, and that tends to have more range, either vertical or horizontal, compared to the auto combo for A. So like, it just goes out at the distance of his persona. But it's different for every character, so you're going to want to make note of how far the distance is. Next would be the Clash, which is an overhead hitting attack. You're going to want to make great use of that, specifically because there are going to be times where your opponent is blocking. Like, for example, we're going to change him so that he is a training dummy. We're going to make him blocking. Actually, I don't even know how to make him do that. Oh well. See, look, he's guarding it now, but he's not going to guard low. Which, by the way, low attacks are usually A and C, which would be a square and circle. Uh, so you're gonna want to keep that in mind when you're doing your combos. Like, I know I said that the game itself is auto combo heavy, but there is a way that you can do like a bunch of great combos with different characters. You just got to keep in mind what characters match up well with each other and um, go about it like that. Let's see, what else? Oh, the X button, or I think it's D in this. No, O in this game. Actually, no, that looks like a D. That's how you switch your character. You're gonna want to do this when you want to switch to a different character for their unique playstyle that'll get you out of certain jams. You can call in your support with R1 and either forward, neutral, or back. So this is Adachi's back neutral, or his back support. That's his forward support, and this is his neutral one. And you can move around when you do this. So like, oh wait, I messed that up. Yeah, kind of like that. There's also that, which is what I like to do with people. I like to call in my support as I jump in over them, because then they're gonna be more inclined to block me as I go over. And then I can just sandwich them in, especially if I cross burst them. So remember what I told you about the cross burst? Now you should set it to R2. Well, with when you call in your support, you can just press R1, and then when you're over, you cross burst with R2, and then you can just pretty much do everything or anything. Not everything. If it was everything, then it would be kind of broken. I guess now is the time where I should tell you about quarter circles. Quarter circles are like a built-in necessity for this game. So, for example, if you do a quarter circle forward A, Adachi does his Maziodan. Quarter circle back A, Heat Riser. Quarter circle forward B, charged up Maziodan. Quarter circle back B, Mandala. Or is that really Mandala, or is it? Yeah, no, Mandala. For the sake of this, I'm going to say that that's Mandala. His forward quarter circle C. He's EX. And his back is his claw. Now, this is Adachi specific, and I think that other Persona users have this as well, but it's like very, very rare that you'll see other people do it. With Adachi, you can throw out his EX, and then immediately claw after. And now, that's only if your opponent is like primarily defensive. They don't really like trying to engage. But I find that it can really help out in the end. But what I normally do is I EX, EX, then claw. Oh my god, why is my claw not coming out? EX, 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 there we go. And then EX, EX again. Or not EX, claw again. And then you can just keep doing it so long as they don't jump. Well, if they do jump, then you can keep doing it. But if they jump towards you, then you might want to stop because they're not going to fall for it. But you could also do that. Well, you can keep Riser off of it. I don't know why it didn't work there. There you go. There's so much that you can do with Adachi that people don't realize. All they see is Adachi, Maziodan, yada yada yada. But the main point I'm trying to say is that every EX is useful in a variety of situations, and that's what makes Cross Tag one of the most innovative fighting games I've seen thus far. People will say that it's not a real fighting game; it doesn't require skill or anything. But frankly, I believe that it requires skill if you want it to require skill. If you're not gonna play the game to like, you know, actually use skillful stuff, then you're not really playing the game. So I guess now I could teach you about how to transition into combos. So what I like to do with the Dachi is that I will do his square auto combo and then go into that. But I'll go a step further and I will launch him. And look at that. Now you got a combo. So it's 3 A's, 2 triangles, 1 down triangle. Wow, I gotta read that faster. 3 A's, 2 triangles, 2 B's, J A twice, which is like a jump A, and then JC. Then go into a ground B, and then you can just do anything off of that. Let's see, what else do I have to teach you? Oh, right, DPs. I don't know why I didn't think of that. So DPs are very, very clever moves. They're really cheeky moves that allow you to sometimes beat out distortions. Which I didn't teach you about distortions. Oh well. We'll go to that in a bit. But essentially, DPs are like basically they're like anti-airs. Most of the time. A lot of the time, you'll just have like, no, that's a clash. I actually meant to switch. A DP is usually meant to catch his opponent that's attacking when they're not supposed to be attacking. And you can usually do them in between certain characters' combos. Like for example, if you have Hakumen does the his overhead swing, you can DP through that. A lot of the times, you're going to want to DP against an opponent that's in the air, because a DP counts as a low version of to an aerial-born opponent. I guess I don't know if that's the exact way I want to put it, but I just find that it's more effective when they're in the air. So, like, let's say that I put the dummy on guard. What? No. Well, point is, he'll be guarding. So now if I missed. I missed again. See, as you can see here, he's guarding. But if he jumps, bam. Easy way to punish. Every character's DP is different, like I said, but you can kind of get a feel for when you should DP once you get more comfortable with the character. Now then, I neglected to mention distortions earlier when I was covering quarter circles, and that is because I completely forgot. But anyway, let's put the dummy back on standing and none for blocking. With distortions, they're basically like supers. They cost about 2 bars a meter, actually exactly 2 bars a meter. And mainly they do a lot of damage. So watch this. About 6,000 damage just from that. Just about as much as the one combo that I showed you guys before, you know, this. Just about as much damage as that. Now, not every distortion does the same amount of damage, obviously. There's a forward and a back. This is Adachi's forward, and the cross slash is his back one. With that, you can mostly use that for combo enders, but if you hit them when they swing at just the right time, they'll do what is called a counter hit. Now, I have it on force counter hit, as you can see here, so that's why it did that much damage. But what you mainly want to do is you want to do your combo, and then distortion after it. Now, if you have 4 bars of meter, or even 5, especially if you have 5, because then you'll just have 1 left over, you can do your combo, do your distortion, and then press R1 to have a partner do their distortion, and then you just add on to that damage. That's a decent explanation of the basic things. Now they get into something a little bit more complicated. See, in this game, there are these things called active switches. Basically, you switch your character during a combo and continue the combo with that second character. So, for example, this is my personal favorite active switch combo. You see, I switched to Narukami after a brief stint. So now I'm Narukami. I also like to do this. Well, I missed it there, but you get the point of what I was trying to do. You got to be really careful with active switches though, because there is, like, as you saw both times, there is a good chance that you'll miss your chance. So, best to practice it and really get a hang of it. Is there anything else? Oh, jump-ins. Jump-ins are extremely important. That's essentially how you'll be able to engage against your enemy. So let's say that, I don't know why I turned that off. You have blocking all. So with a Dachi, you'd want to jump in with like his JB and then go straight into a low. A lot of people won't expect it, and it's really quick the way that it happens. But a lot of times it's JB. You could just go into a ground combo like this, but it's more effective to go into this because it's just a really fast exchange of moves. Let's see, what else? What else can I teach you about jumping? What I like to do is, like, because of a character like Narukami, it's not really easy to do jump-ins. It's not like a Dachi where he can just like kind of ride his way in. What I do is I'll JB, and then I'll sometimes hover over them, and then I'll go from there. So I'm trying to do it and it's not working. So there's that. Mainly I use my support to engage like 99% of the time. Like, I'll just do this and then cross burst. Now suddenly I got him comboed. But honestly, it can go either way. Most characters can just get in like on their own. Personally, I like having the comfort of knowing that my support can cover me if I can't engage myself, or if it's too dangerous. Because at that point, then, like, you don't want your character to die or anything. I guess there is something that I can teach you with Narukami. I don't know why I thought. Okay, there you go. What I like to do is I will sometimes. Oh wait, he's still blocking. No, we'll leave him blocking. Doesn't really matter. No, actually no. We gotta kick him off block. So what I like to do is I like to cross leg, and then when they're on recovery, I immediately slide. I don't know what it is about the slide, but apparently, if they're guarding low and you slide into them, sometimes the block just won't work. So that's how I normally abuse the heck out of my characters. Now then, obviously we gotta cover Resonance Blaze, which is essentially just another form of how do I put this? You know what? No. Instead of pulling up an analogy, I might as well just show you what it is. So, you can only access the residence when your partner is dead, so... Oh. So now we've killed Narukami. With resonance, you can't see it now, and apparently you can't see the other thing I was going to tell you about. But when you're in resonance, you get your health back for that red health bar that you see for Ragna here. You would get that much health back if you, you know, don't get hit for that amount of time. And with the meter, your that number on the side there at the bottom, it would go up as time would go down. Now, if you were like EX or something, then it would go slower, as you saw there. But the main use for resonance is mainly to maximize damage, if that makes sense. Oh, I missed my combo, but basically you would go into your combo. For Adachi, you do a Heat Riser. I actually messed up. I don't know how I did that. But if you saw that flashing blue light, that means that you successfully did a Super Cancel, which is an instant transfer into a distortion. And that will make your distortions a lot more dangerous, especially considering that in resonance your or distortions tend to change or have add-ons to it. So now you're just doing a whole bunch of damage. Now, as you can see here, my bar is glowing 9. And when it's glowing 9, and it'll only glow at 9, by the way, I should keep that in mind. And you can only get 9 by calling in your support a certain number of times, or auto-comboing, or doing a clash and exerting that extra bar meter. When that number reaches 4, you're going to have a chance to do an astral. And what an astral is essentially you just do down 3 times really quickly. You don't want to slow down. You want to do it really quickly, because if you do like that, it's just going to drag, and that's not going to help anyone. Well, except the opponent, maybe, because then they could just punish you off of it. Now, you want to do it really quick, fast, and then now you got an astral on your hands. And you can combo into these astrals. There are actually characters that have easy to confirm astrals, like Adachi, for example. He can basically confirm off of everything. Izayoi, she can literally confirm off of almost everything. So, for example, oh wait, I gotta kill his character. So essentially what you can do is you could do that. Well, that was a little too early. So there is a timing to that one. Still too early, wow, okay. So when there's, okay, maybe not that. There we go. You can do it that way. You can actually do it, not that. Like that. I actually don't do it like that because Heat Riser for some reason does a lot of damage when I do it in resonance. So like I try to keep my damage low. But you can also, I was a little off on that one. That one was weird. I'm trying to think if I got this one wrong. Yeah, this one is a different one. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. The claw into Astral, that was what I was thinking of. That one was a little late, but you get the point. You get the point. You can do it, it's just that it's really hard to get the timing down for it. There we go. There's also another one that not a lot of people do, where you Maziodyne, and then as he falls, boom. So as you can see, I practice a lot with the Dachi. I pretty much know his ins and outs. Uh, Different ways to astral and get the most out of it. Uh, it's never really recommended to spend the entire game going for astrals, but because I'm kind of a clown, I tend to throw entire matches just for an astral. So, you know, maybe you don't follow my example. Focus on winning the match, and if you feel that you absolutely need to astral, or if you just want to see it, you can go for it. But, like, honestly, I'd focus more on the win, or maybe not me, but a lot of people would probably focus on the win. And that's pretty much everything that you need to know about the game itself. Everything else that you might want to know, like how to do certain combos with your characters, your teams, you can probably find those online if you look up the specific character. Uh, if you need more assistance with like you know what can combo into what, you can check online on at Dustloop. Dustloop is basically a site that tells you just about everything about each character that is in the game. A lot of fighting games have their very own version of Dustloop. I know for a fact that Melty Blood is different, as well as Under Night. But most of the BlazBlue games, they tend to fall under Dustloop. And I think that's pretty much it. Thank you for joining me today. I had a blast. If you want to see more content like this, comment down below, give this video a like, and I'll see you all again next time. So, peace!